Hello everyone. Thank you for joining the quest. Hey, I am PS Quest and this is Crypto Quest. So the goal of your crypto journey should be to build a strong portfolio that continues growing in value. If that means getting into coins low and getting out of them high, or switching into new coins to follow the action, then that's what we have to do. Now, the last episode I talked about how to be consistent with the right calls in crypto, how to stay ahead of the curve, how not to get into a coin that's going to be stagnant or devalue right after you buy it. That is to buy the trailer and sell the release. So in terms of movies, you buy the movie trailer when it comes out, and then when the movie comes out, you sell it. You buy the dip, you sell the all-time high. This is the way to make profits in crypto. Now let's get into some news. The main news of today I would like to talk about first. And that is, we'll see about 200 chains connected through Cosmos' IBC next year, says Tendermint CEO Peng Zhang. So ever since the launch of the Inter-Blockchain Communications, or the IBC protocol in March, which enabled the communication and transfer of digital assets set across different blockchains, development activity seems to have picked up the pace on the Cosmos Atom network. Now, transaction volumes, the creation of decentralized applications, and the number of chains connected via IBC have all been trending upwards in the recent months. Speakers at the Cosmoverse conference, which took place last week, presented many of the latest technologies under development on the blockchain. Its biggest ever hackathon will also take place in Lisbon tomorrow. So there was also a Solana conference in Lisbon, and in that Solana conference, I mentioned last video, which was 2 days ago, that there is a collaboration going on between Solana and Brave browser. I think that we're going to see a lot more collaborations in the crypto space. People should understand that this is actually just kind of basic business. Once a business industry, once a particular industry develops to a certain extent, consolidation is in order. Okay, we saw this happen in 2008 with the banks. A lot of banks went out of business, but then a lot of banks got bought by other banks and consolidated. So what we're seeing with interoperability is, in a way, consolidation, but it's also cross-marketing. So I think in the future we're going to see a lot more consolidation and cross-marketing because this industry is maturing. You know, at the very beginning of this industry, nobody cared about crypto. It was almost taboo to even talk about crypto. Like if you were in crypto, you were a weirdo. You know, that's the perception just a couple years ago, really. Now, if you're not in crypto, there's something wrong with you. So it's mainstream. And as the markets mature, we'll see consolidation on the prices, less fluctuation, less volatility, and we'll also see consolidations among the different chains, I believe. So Cosmos is very important in that. You know, if we can get other chains able to develop on other platforms, you know, I think we can see some really nice usage, really good use cases come up, and then the best parts of each chain will start to shine. So let's go over this again. Tendermint is the core developer behind the Cosmos blockchain, and it serves as a gateway to the ecosystem. Now, on Wednesday morning, which is, it's today in the US is Wednesday, Peng Zhang, the company's CEO, joined Cointelegraph in an exclusive interview to discuss the future of the Cosmos network. And he mentioned that the biggest highlight was early this year when Inter-Blockchain Communications launched on the Cosmos Hub for the first time. Not much happened after that, and people were like, okay, it's live, now what? But we are seeing 22 blockchains that support IBC. They have all been able to connect to various decentralized exchanges available in the Cosmos ecosystem, such as Osmosis, Gravity DEX. So there's been a lot of cross-chain activity as a result of this. And, you know, 5 years in the future, he says that's pretty far, but we probably will see about 200 chains connected through IBC next year. Massive. I mean, just as I spoke about, that just means more interoperability, means more usage in the space. It means better usage of the space. It means that the best development, basically the best platforms that are being developed on are going to shine. So this is great news for Atom. I think Atom is kind of, in a way, it's like a hub, just like Polkadot is. little bit of a competition, I would imagine, between Atom and Polkadot. But we could also see interoperability. We could see Polkadot using Atom as an interoperability chain as well. So we still haven't seen even a glimpse of what is possible with the blockchain space. And so far, Atom is looking like it recovered from the dip pretty well. If you guys were lucky enough to pick it up on the dip at $29, did it go to 28? It went to $28. Then you'd be up about 15% already. Recovered very nicely. Good to see. Atom, it broke out of this wedge. Now it's just retesting it and using this now as support. I do see this as a support for the near future. Maybe we'll scratch this and do away with that. This might be resistance and then support if we go super bullish into the 40s. That's what I could see Atom doing in the near future. Okay, so that's Atom. Another couple of news articles I wanted to comment on. So the city of Philadelphia rolls out its own blockchain initiative. The City of Philadelphia Chief Innovation Officer, Mr. Mark Wheeler, he announced an initiative to bring blockchain technology to city government. The project has invited people working in the blockchain and smart contract space to contact staff working on the project to see how crypto technology could be useful within municipal government. So he tweeted that he was inspired by the blockchain forward efforts of Miami, where Mayor Francis Suarez has touted city-specific crypto tokens as a potential replacement for taxes and has opted to take his next paycheck in Bitcoin. One thing I wanted to talk about, which I don't think is talked about that much, is this coin right here, Helium. Helium has been going absolutely crazy lately. A couple of reasons for that is because they have the rewards on the Helium miners, number one, and number two, it's getting a lot of adoption. This is an Internet of Things protocol. This is, a city could run on this. Like if the mayor of Philadelphia wanted his parking meters and his, let's say the gas company, to use blockchain on H&T on Helium Network, they could truly do that. It's capable of doing that now. You just put it into a router, and I think they're partnered now with Dish Network or some kind of satellite dish, so that any satellite on top of a house can also mine Helium or also be on the Helium network, which just kind of increases the scope of what this is able to do, which is incredible. But that's something to mention about building cities on blockchain. Yeah, Phantom is one of them. Helium is another. These are really good at microtransactions. But let's see what he's getting into here. So the city's website features a background informationally section about crypto that includes Satoshi Nakamoto's Bitcoin white paper. Okay, so the basics. They want to get people involved in the basics. That's cool. It's called the City of Brotherly Love. It's the latest municipal government to enter the cryptosphere. I mean, do you call updating your website to talk about Ethereum and Bitcoin, do you call that entering the cryptosphere? I guess. I mean, the fact that they're friendly about it is cool, but this article doesn't really say that, that they're adopting any particular blockchain, although it could be in the future, So, okay, Philadelphia is friendly to crypto. That's good to know. One of crypto's biggest trading firms betting DeFi will be as large as the centralized crypto market. Well, I tend to agree with that, actually. So, let's get into it here. In the last 6 months, GSR, I guess who is GSR? Trading firm. Okay, it's a trading firm. It's a crypto trading firm. Oh, no, I don't need this. Here we go. So in the last 6 months, they've expanded its venture investment activity in DeFi. Very smart. You've got things like Aave and Compound and others on chains for borrow and lend. We've seen numerous innovations around second-order derivatives of Swivel and Tempest on the fixed and floating rate interest side of things. They're excited about the collateral and interest rate segment of the market, yes. DeFi will eventually match more centralized activities as the market will see increased innovation. And guys, we're already seeing this. Okay, it's called Radium. Radium is basically the same as centralized finance, but it's decentralized. And you place your order, and it takes it off your wallet. It's all Web3, okay? What DeFi means is Web3. Okay, so DeFi is on the Web3 version of it. You don't have to work with a centralized database at all. You just go wallet to wallet to wallet. And Radium right now, you can do that. You can actually place orders as an automated market maker. It's a DeFi protocol that allows that to happen, and it pretty much looks exactly like Binance. So, yeah, it's already out here. It's there. The technology's there. We just need to see more adoption. But he's absolutely right. I mean, why would anybody give their information to a centralized entity? What's the point? What if you guys have a data breach? What if you're Robinhood and 5 million of your users' information was compromised? If you use DeFi, your information is not even existent anywhere for it to be compromised. So, yes, I think that's definitely the best bet. Smart man here. I wanted to mention one more thing about DeFi. DeFi makes it possible not to have a bank account because really your wallet is your bank account. So you don't need to give the bank your information. You don't need to worry about the bank losing your information. You don't need to worry about somebody stealing your bank card and stealing all your money, or stealing your identity and taking all your money. Nobody can take your money unless they got your keys. And if you have control over your keys and you have your own wallet, you're good to go. So DeFi is beautiful. It's the future. Let's stay away from banks if we can. Wow, Helium is really cranking. Okay, Twitter builds a crypto team. Most promising crypto startups. This is cool. They want me to join, but really the headline just says it all. Twitter has a crypto team. Okay, great news, super bullish. Of course Twitter's into crypto. We know Dorsey's big time Bitcoin maxi, but the fact that he's building a crypto team is really awesome news. SEC halts 2 token offerings by American Crypto Fed pending hearing. So the SEC is again trying to overreach into the crypto space. Does anybody care? Maybe. Let's see. The SEC halted 2 token offerings by American Crypto Fed DAO LLC, a Wyoming-based organization. According to the SEC, the Division of Enforcement alleges that in September, these guys filed a materially deficient and misleading registration form known as Form 10, seeking to register 2 tokens called Ducat and Lock tokens as equity securities. Okay, so some people are up to some shady business, and the SEC caught on and said, no, you can't do that. Big deal. Nothing to be concerned about. Now, this is a very cool article. Most gaming studios adopting crypto NFTs. Of course, we all knew this would happen, guys. We all knew that this was going to happen. So the blockchain platform Stratus shared a new survey shedding light on the gaming industry's stance on blockchain and NFTs. The study revealed that 58% of 197 game studios are using blockchain. 47% of them have incorporated NFTs. And the ones that aren't are getting left behind, let me tell you. Majority of game developers believe blockchain and NFTs will prevail in video games within the next 2 years. Absolutely agree. NFTs are the future. The metaverse is the future. Blockchain is the future, guys. So, listen, I hope this information proves to be useful for everyone. And if you do like staying ahead of the curve, make sure to click that like button and subscribe down below to get the updated information on the crypto space before anyone else. And until next time, keep your portfolio